I grew up in Edmonton, Alberta. When I was in Edmonton, I was moving around a lot, like as a kid. I remember not staying at a school for more than 2.5 years. Well, when I first came to Vancouver, it was for school, and I was just staying with a family friend. Even then, just having a bit lower rent was also still really challenging living here, trying to survive. And I even had to drop out of school. Because not having affordable housing impacts every area of your life. Being able to have affordable housing that I feel I am able to afford, I think it would be really relaxing because, the world, it's really chaotic. And just having to be able to go home and have a safe space and somewhere where I feel comfy, where I can just let everything go. I'd be able to focus on my career and being able to get more involved with community again.
When it comes to Indigenous young people, I think they have multiple things up against them. There is racism. There is the fact that they're a young person, and being an adolescent in today's society is really hard. They're trying to engage with systems that are not built for them. How are they supposed to do that without support? And that's why it's important to have an adolescent development framework when you're looking at housing. It has to be about more than a roof. And when you're in a place like BC and you think about the housing crisis that's happening in so many of our communities, our young people who might have a lot of challenges. Maybe they're living with mental health. They have significant trauma in their past. Maybe they have a history of government care. What chance do they stand in a market like ours? So how are we creating systems, appropriate buildings in the appropriate neighborhoods where these young people can access the housing they need? And I would even take it farther, how do we create opportunities for young people to access the housing they deserve? I think housing brings a sense of hope. When you can get out of that survival, that's when you can really focus on that healing work. That's when people can thrive.
So I feel not having to worry about housing, I think would bring a lot of people more together. And I think it's important to have a place that feels like home.